Anyone else moving slow today? Oh, wow. It's been an interesting night, to say the least. Dear friend, one of my best friends has got COVID, so I'm sincerely worried about him. And then I got a bunch of messages from folks saying that they were saying prayers for my dad, and I was like, what the heck's going on? And it turns out there's another Arden Koger who unfortunately had a heart attack. My father is fine. His girlfriend, on the other hand, did go into I think tachycardia is what it's called, so she had to go to the hospital overnight. So he was at the hospital last night, but all is looking good. So everything is on up and up in that front. I'm headed out to the farm today. More physical labor than teleworking and wood chopping today, but we'll see what happens. My gator starter went out and I need to get it fixed, so I'm going to have to actually do some stuff physically than I would usually use the gator for. So everyone enjoy the day. One is I had to move all these bastards out of the way so I could get my truck in here. Step two, I had about a 5-foot pile of chips there that I had to put into there to get out of here. Step three, they start like that. For anyone who's ever peeled oak or tulip in the spring, it's a workout. And it looks like that when we're done. I got all this crap that goes in the back of there. And then we go the equivalent of West Virginia four-wheeling up a massive slope. About 3/4 of a mile up on a hillside. Come up to what is basically a lumberjack version of a landfill. That's about 4 hours worth of crap done, well, work done after doing a good 3 hours of physical labor. So now I'm going to chop and saw a little bit, and we'll see what happens. An 11-inch tulip up there. This is a break from working, and I am going to see what I can do. This first pocket's going to be a bit problematic because I've got a bunch of knots here, and I'm hoping that I don't bust my axe, because if I do, I'm going to be pissed. Continues. I've got myself a 15-inch tulip poplar. Today's a good day to die. And to quote the great Steve Prefontaine, there's only one pace, and that's suicide pace. telephone conference coming up, so I'm going to cut this. It's a 35-inch sycamore. It's dry, using a little 6.5-inch axe. And the thing that I noticed about that tulip is that the wood was good, and the hardwood axe is just kind of going in and setting, and so I'm having to take so much off of the hit. The thing that I love about using hardwood gear and hardwood wood is that I can actually finish the hit and not actually have to let the axe do the work. So here we go. Let's have some fun. The massery continues. I've got an 11-inch beech, and I'm pretty sure there's something unfriendly in the top of it, so I may stop depending upon what I see when the chips come out. But I'm gonna freaking see how fast I can go, get some good rhythm going, because this stuff is so hard it spits the axe back out. And so, no goals. I have no expectations on this, but we'll see what happens. So I just finished another freaking conference call that lasted about an hour, and I'm going to finish up this training session, or finish up this working from farm session. Yeehaw! Got about a foot tulip up there. This is all just climbing on those same board holes and growing a set of tree balls. And going to get back on the board, and I'm going to chill it. And again, I'm using a hardwood axe, so foot tulip, this is going to take a long time to cut. So it's more about fitness, I guess, than anything else. But for me, it's about being on the board, and hopefully I can actually not suck with my offhand, which means I have to get back on the board for further. So we'll see what happens. So a little understanding, or a little explanation of what I have been working on. So over the course of this winter, I have been working on getting my scarfs lined up. In order to do that, you need to be everything centered. You need to have your nose lined up with your ilium, which is lined up with the axe handle. So when you pull the axe up, you ideally want it to come straight up and straight down. In order to get in that position, you have to sort of tuck your bottom hand into that position in order for it to stay centered on the way down. Now, in doing that, I'm still pulling to my hip, which is shitty, but in doing that, I've slowed my axe speed down. And so I tried this past session to get my arm up a bit higher and come down. And I noticed that I had a lot more axe speed. So that's kind of what I'm working on now. Just an explanation. Do before I head home is I like to get everything ready. Got to turn the pole over. Got a crap ton of blocks peeled up for the next session. And also got new sawing logs peeled and stored. So that way when I come out on Saturday, I can get some shit done.